it is good to sit back and look at what the goals are.
You cannot get anywhere in this business, I think, without those values.
The more you know about a product, the more you want to develop as well, and the more you can share that knowledge with the rest.
Great, we're here. Matijs, welcome to our studio.
To be here.
It's a pleasure. We will find out in this podcast one of the original of the guiding principles. But first we go into the details. Who are you? Actually, what do you do at Vollers, and how long are you with the company?
My name is Matijs. I'm one of the directors of the Vollers Group. I've been with the company since 2011, so over 13 years now. And in that time, I've been working mainly with you, your father, and some other people that were in there, of course, with the whole team of Vollers.
One question. We obviously were a very diverse group of people, of companies and so on. Do you think you really, what the intention that it gives, that really guidance, does it really give? Do you experience this? I mean, you see a lot of sites, you meet a lot of people at Vollers, unlike others who are not traveling as much as you. Do you really see that we're more cohesive, that we are, let's say, one and the same?
I do. We're never the same. I think every individual is its own individual. But the thing is that what you see is not so much that people share the same value. I think that for a big part has always been there. I think the main value of someone that works at Vollers he gets when he starts basically is that you do everything for the customer.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do the rest as well. But what the guiding principles bring is not so much that everybody does the same or feels the same. It actually is more like you can talk about the different values. So if you see something that's been done right, you feel, hey, that fits to one of the 12 or 13 values we have. And that definitely people have become more aware of it. So it's easier to lead by example and to lead because you have the principles to follow.
Yeah, I think it's more visible than it was, ups and downs, given that, but it's not new anymore.
No.
But I think that it is good that we update it once in a while, and we come to it. But it talks here about that we want to establish a corporate philosophy, identification, fundamental values, and then through that giving motivation. And do you actually think that this little book can deliver all on this? Really?
I think that depends completely on the person reading it. So it depends on which employee reads it. For me, I think everybody picks out its own emphasis in the word. For me, I always pick out partnerships and building things together. And for me, that is something that really drives me as well. And other people perhaps more emphasize on continuous learning or service-minded. For me, partnerships, long-term relationships is what drives it, and what also in relation to our customers and to our co-workers helps me give guidance to my own life and work.
Back in the days, we rated the guiding principles, so the application of it, and it was like 60-70% was really was in accordance. And we didn't say it's lacking 30-40%. We say it gives 30-40% opportunity. So that's, I think it is good, and I think that we can still be clearer on our mission, our company goals, on what do we really want to achieve. At least after seeing, rereading it over and over again. That at least one of my takes on.
No, I do. Just to add on to that, basically, what I take out of it, also reading it now again and preparing for this podcast, helps me in thinking. Okay, so it is good to sit back and look at what the goals are, and it is good for us to set goals for the company and a strategy and go forward with that. And we sometimes, because of the challenges or opportunities or crisis or whatever you want to call it, we forget about that sometimes.
Yeah, and I think we have to align that better. And it's definitely when you're overwhelmed with certain situations that you have to reestablish and come back together and then really say, okay, why are we here?
Yeah.
And thanks very much for being here in our studio and sharing your insights. Really, and it's great to have actually one person who had been there from the start. So again, thanks a lot, Matijs, and all the best.
Thank you, Christian. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Looking forward to next one to work on together.
Super.
Cheers.
Great. All right, back in the studio. Today we have you here. And who are you?
I am Jan Taeymans. I'm from Antwerp. I've lived there my whole life. And some 17 years ago, I ended up in the port of Antwerp. And then, I started as head of the coffee department. And during the time I was with Vollers, I grew into the customer service manager for Vollers in Antwerp.
Would you consider yourself an expert today?
In some areas, yes. But I also notice that you keep learning every day new things about commodities and the way to handle them and how to store, ship, transport them. My main commodity is the one next to my heart, let's say, is coffee.
All right.
I think the commodity where you start with always sticks to you forever.
What I'm getting at is you really have daily contact with customers, no?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So, because one of the things we want to talk about here with you today is our mission statement. And if that's okay with you, I would read it to you. Not that you don't know it, but so that our audience has an understanding. And
Okay.
Our mission reads, in the complex world of commodities, our customers find in us a responsible acting partner who performs personalized and digitalized logistics services, links trade stakeholders, and give them trusted advice. So when you hear this statement, what pops in your mind? I mean, what is your, or when you first heard it? I mean, it's pretty new still. So is there anything?
I think it's a sentence that captures a lot of aspects of what we are actually doing here. And if you start with the beginning, the complex world of commodities, it is indeed a very, very complex world.
Why so?
I notice it especially if I talk to people who are not in our business. They have no clue how the coffee will get into their cup when they're drinking it.
Yeah, sure.
And what needs to be done before it gets there. You have so many different stakeholders. You have the producers in origin, you have traders, you have roasters, and they do not necessarily have the same interest at the same time, or they all have a different view on how things should be done or not. And that's where we try to be the center to facilitate every stakeholder, or try to facilitate every stakeholder the best we can.
So we had once in mind, let's say, a picture of a weighing scale. So we are making that the buy and sell work. So we are executing the contract. So I think you can relate to this picture that you have to balance the interests.
Absolutely.
Both, no? Yeah.
Always. Yeah, they're all your customers at some point in the whole supply chain.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and definitely, I mean, keeping, let's say, not giving somebody an advantage over somebody else will pay out in the long term.
No, never.
Yeah.
It's
You have a lot of, let's say, co-workers, employees, or people you lead in your organization. How do you tell them this concept that you need to be fair to both sides. Is there any way you can communicate this?
I mean, I think it starts with your actions yourself. First of all, towards your employees themselves. Also them, you need to treat them all the same. They all have their faults and advantages and good points. So you need to also balance them out. And I think you need to lead by example.
The mission statement reads that we are a responsible acting partner. How so? I mean, what does that mean?
Yeah, well, our clients entrust us with their cargo, with their property. So they need to know that we will handle it responsibly. It's like you do not give your car to anyone to drive it.
No.
You only give it to people you know that are responsible, and that they will handle it as they would do if it was their own. And that is what I think our customers demand from us when they give us their cargo. Handle it as if it was your own.
We have in the guiding principles also that we would be responsible towards others in general. But I think also this being responsible for your business relationship and really taking care of it is at the heart of Vollers.
Yes, absolutely. Because I think that is what our customers appreciate the most about this company. They need to feel that there's a connection between them and us.
Yeah.
That it's not a guy behind a computer or a telephone who is just typing in numbers and moving things without caring what he is doing.
Yeah.
They need to feel that we are connected with them.
I think that goes well together with we being an expert and having the passion for your job and having the passion for the commodities, no?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You cannot get anywhere in this business, I think, without those values.
Yeah. What I was getting at is that Vollers is really having in the mission statement also helping others and giving advice and giving it names trusted advice, because we want to be when you give advice somebody, you can never be absolutely sure that it's right or wrong, but it should be honest, trusted advice.
Yes. And that can only be if people indeed trust you and know that you're good in what you're doing.
Yeah. And so thanks a lot. Thanks for stepping by, and thanks for your insights.
Okay, thank you too.
Thank you. Ann.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for traveling to Bremen. Tomorrow is our GMM, and we are taking the opportunity to have you here in Bremen for, I guess, what is your first video cast?
Yes, indeed. The very first one.
So for me, it's the second. So we have almost the same knowledge about it. And but before we start, can you maybe shortly introduce yourself to our viewers?
Yeah, absolutely. Born at the end of the 60s in a warm nest of entrepreneurs. My parents were butchers. They had their own shop and some catering business. I grew up to be able to study law, where I had a traineeship, and that connected me to the port of Antwerp. During that traineeship, normally it was the intention to do the claims, maritime claims, but due to an absence of someone, I was pushed into cocoa business and never left since. That's now 35 years.
And what I want to talk to you about is in the guiding principles, what we name We Are Vollers. And I would just briefly read it to you and get some comments for you, how you feel about this statement. So it reads, we see ourselves as an important link in the global supply chain in which we work by providing high quality services to help our customers to deliver their valuable goods from origin to the final consumer and thus helping to bring joy to many people every day of the year. So we made this statement, and obviously there are many components, but where in the supply chain are we?
For certainly when I look at the cocoa business, we actually cover a big part. We cover from the port until the factory, the complete A to Z service delivery. And that is quite something. That goes from a transport to discharging, storage, even repacking, doing added values like, for instance, the cleaning that we do in cocoa, the reconditioning on the claim handling. So that is quite an important distance between the origin and actually the consumer.
Mhm.
It's not the whole chain, absolutely not. But I think it's one that has an enormous value on the quality of the end product.
And it says here in the statement that we are an important link.
Yes.
So you really can subscribe to the view.
Yeah, absolutely. And the link is when you search something, everyone goes to Google to search a link when you need something. And there, if you have a link that immediately gives you what you are searching for, you keep it, you cherish it.
Mhm.
And that is what we have to be for our customers. If they need a certain service, we have to be the one they contact. And we have to be the one that can, if we cannot only do it ourselves, if it's not a part of our service, then we can get the link to the next one, the next chapter of the story there. And that's not only for our customers, but it's even so for our suppliers, for certain authorities, for certain organizations that are in the business that we do.
All right. So what you're trying to establish is, and what the sentence is also, really combine high quality services to make it up as a whole for our customers.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good that this that we have this. The sentence reads about valuable commodity. Is it more what you would think in line of money, or is it just also a different concept?
For me, it's a different concept. It's not only money. It's getting to know the product and establishing the impact, the value that it has for the owner. And this you can only do if you train your people with the knowledge of the product. Then they will have a personal commitment to it. And then automatically they will have a service that is in line with the high value that we strive for.
This little sentence claims that we bring joy to many people around the year. Why is that so?
Oh, we certainly bring joy. Me as a top consumer can really confirm that we bring joy. No, it is actually, it's more than just doing a job. We are committed and we are proud on the Vollers brand, but not only on the Vollers brand. We are so intense connected to the brands of our clients that we also there have a real connection to. And if you go to the supermarket and you see the products which you store and handle over there, this is really joyful to see that customers enjoy that as well. So if you see that our customers' businesses thrive, it's a bit our doing as well.
Yeah. So we are a little bit the brand behind the brand.
Exactly.
So nobody knows of us, obviously, but yeah, we have a very powerful marketing organization to change this every day of the year. I would like to continue to talk about the second paragraph, our expertise, because we pride ourselves to be experts in the field. And so experts, or what it says, proven specialists and experts in coffee, cocoa, tea. And well, I think we heard that already, but which commodity is your preferred one?
I think cocoa is the love I knew since 35 years. And is also the business where I got the opportunity to grow in. I received the opportunity to go to Ivory Coast to see the country of origin, which was fulfilling, absolutely, a very important part of the train that I was on at that moment. And that gives you passion. the more you know about a product, the more you want to develop as well, and the more you can share that knowledge with the rest. And that is something for me is very important.